The newest name in the off-road biz, Textron, continues to pony up with rapid-fire new model intros of serious product like the radical Wildcat XX and the all-new Havoc X 1000cc sport utility side-by-side. Last year, Luke gave Dirt Trax viewers a snapshot of the Journeyman Stampede in its new X package clothes. On this week's test ride, we're going to drill down on the Stampede X and figure out where it sits in relation to many of its competitors. Many viewers are not yet familiar with the Textron off-road brand. Let me help you understand how big Textron really is. Maybe you've heard of Bell helicopters and Cessna aircraft. How about Lycoming aircraft engines, Jacobson lawn equipment, and E-Z-Go golf carts? That's just some of what Textron does. Their entry into the off-road marketplace has been energized by the company's recent savvy purchase of Arctic Cat Inc., makers of a full line of side-by-side vehicles and ATVs, not to mention snowmobiles. Let's get something straight before we dig deep into this test ride of the capable Stampede X. Textron must be respected as a serious player in the off-road biz. They are definitely no lightweight, here today, gone tomorrow OEM. The Stampede X makes a strong impression in the big bore sport utility side-by-side segment. There's an even-firing 850cc single overhead cam EFI engine producing a healthy 80 horsepower, driving into a well-vented, watertight CVT using quality team clutches. A sophisticated on-demand 4x4 system offers turf mode, two-wheel drive, and traction sensing 4x4, all shiftable from the driver's seat. A unique extended cab chassis adds a large storage space behind the seats and ahead of the large 600-pound capacity dumping cargo box. 11.25 inches of ground clearance is complemented with 9.5 inches of front-wheel travel and 10.5 inches out back. The X package includes black aluminum wheels shorn with premium Maxxis Bighorn 2.0 meats. Over the last few years, there has been a number of entries into the side-by-side business. Many of these entries have been copycat models, most of them Polaris Ranger clones. That cannot be said about the Stampede X. It is its own unique, designed and built in America, side-by-side vehicle. Here's the good news. The Stampede has been carving a niche in the side-by-side marketplace. It has impressive power from a Textron designed and built engine. This power plant easily holds its own in this hot segment. The standard EPS system provides excellent steering feel and nimble handling, whether carving a tight bush trail or power sliding high-speed turns on wide-open fire roads. However, we would like to see a little more assist at lower speeds. Suspension compliance is not as plush as it is on the industry-leading Polaris Ranger. However, springing and damping are acceptable for this vehicle's intended purpose. What purpose? We think more utility than recreation. It's worth noting the Stampede is strategically targeted at the benchmark Polaris Ranger. However, can the Stampede be credibly compared to the Ranger? Here's our take. The Stampede delivers strong performance, appears rugged, has a spec sheet which compares favorably with the Ranger, and gives off a quality, well-assembled feel. It can match or exceed most of its competitors in towing and hauling capacity. Here's the beef. The Stampede is challenging a formidable sport utility competitor in the Polaris Ranger. Here's our take on this. The Stampede is about this much behind the Polaris Ranger in fit, finish, style, and function. This doesn't mean the Stampede isn't a good side-by-side. In fact, the opposite would be true. The Stampede X is a worthy challenger to the big gun iron in this incredibly huge market segment, a segment which includes brands like Can-Am and their all-new Defender, Honda and the new Pioneer, the Kawasaki Mule, and Yamaha's Viking. An interesting feature standard on the Stampede X are dual anti-sway bars. Dual torsion bars are usually reserved for the highest performance side-by-side vehicles. Clearly, the Stampede, when fully loaded and experiencing high cornering forces, will tangibly benefit from two sway bars. Interior accoutrements appear ample on the X Stampede with a large LCD display which can be toggled to deliver a ton of info. Drive system switchgear falls readily to hand and is easy to understand. Legroom is adequate, but the bench seat offers little lateral support when bouncing through rough trails or high-speed turns. We're actually thankful the Stampede comes with large doors because when buckled in, we still felt like we were sliding all over the seat. Here's an issue which confounds us. Targeting this vehicle at the Polaris Ranger and not offering 3 seat belts seems risky. The Polaris Ranger and the Can-Am Defender both have 3 seat belts up front. We think this is important to buyers in this category. One of, if not the most important feature any off-road vehicle can offer is an established dealer network. As a result of Textron's purchase of Arctic Cat Inc., the company offers excellent sales, service, warranty, and parts coverage to the North American marketplace through a large Textron Arctic Cat dealer network. There's nothing more important in your purchase decision than having a quality, reliable dealer. Discerning shoppers must make a trip to their Textron off-road store. You owe it to yourself to get familiar with this impressive side-by-side vehicle before making a purchase in this category.
Thanks for watching this Dirt Track segment. Make sure you hit the subscribe button where you can watch pretty much anything related to ATV and side-by-sides.